Hello, my YouTube yogis. Welcome to this practice. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and I'm going to be taking you today through about 20 or 30 minute long yoga flow that is focused on balance. It's going to be more so of a hatha yoga practice, but we will do at least a couple of vinyasas to get the blood moving and to kind of rinse off the practice, rinse off the sequence that we'll be doing to work on our balance. This is Turkey. I don't know how long she's going to hang out with us. She might get in the way and I might have to kick her out, but for the time being, she is right here and she is trying to show you her bottom. Okay, so this class is for balance, working on our balance, which is so important all throughout the different stages of our life, but not just balance in the body, balance in our mind, our emotions, balance in our energy. And so to that effect, we're going to be starting with some pranayama practice. I am sitting here. I have a blanket rolled up underneath my seat because this is more comfortable for me to sit here for a little bit longer time than we usually would in one of these shorter practices. And then also I have a couple of blocks here that Turkey is so beautifully displaying for you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and begin. Find a nice comfortable seat. Sit up tall. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Begin to just notice the natural flow of your breath. Not forcing the breath right now. Letting the breath be smooth and trying to develop an even inhale and exhale. Let go of any holding in the belly so that you can breathe fully into your lungs. For a moment, I'll have you just open your eyes and look at the video again. We're going to practice Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, and this type of breath was or is practiced to purify and balance the energetic channels in the body that are called nadis. So these are the channels of energy that pertain to the sun and also the moon. There's one that pertains to the sun, one that pertains to the moon. And so the idea is that we want to balance the heating and cooling energies. We want to balance the strong and active energies with the passive and calming energies. So we'll start by taking a little mudra. You're going to bring your palm to face forward, just about the height of your shoulder, and turn your index finger and your middle finger down. Bring your ring finger and your pinky finger together and keep your thumb extended. So from this angle, you can see that my pinky finger and my ring finger are together and that they are extended. And then from this angle, you can see that my index finger is coming down, pressing into kind of this cushion point of my thumb. And so is my middle finger. My thumb is extended. Okay, this can be a little bit uncomfortable, and if you've never done this before, it might be difficult for you, but just know that as you continue to practice it, it will become easier, and if you need to take a break, that's okay. We're going to do 5 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. So bring your hand in this mudra right in front of your face. Close your eyes again, and then take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Place your right thumb over your right nostril, closing off airflow in that right nostril, and then breathe in through the left nostril. Pause at the top, close your left nostril with your right ring finger, and then open your right nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Pause at the bottom. We're going to inhale through the right nostril. Pause at the top, plug your right nostril with your right thumb, open the left, and exhale. And then we just continue like this, breathing in through the left. Pause at the top, close your left nostril with your right ring finger, open the right, and exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Two more rounds. Breathe in the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. Final round. Inhale through the left. Breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. Release your right hand down to your lap again. Breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils. And you can flutter your eyelids open, breathe naturally. Now we'll make our way around to tabletop pose and we'll start moving the body and working on our balance in our body. So make your way around to tabletop pose. If you were using a blanket like I was, you're welcome to bring that blanket underneath your knees. I'm going to take that option. And then make sure your blocks are just near the top of your mat so that you can use them and have them ready for you if you choose to use them. Build your foundation in tabletop pose. Press the earth away from you with your hands. Press into the tops of your feet. Draw the navel in and up. This connection to your core will be really handy as we continue to move into our balancing poses. And then today we're going to do cat and cow in a figure 4 shape with the legs. So draw your right knee forward, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then point your right knee out to the side. It might be more so at an angle, or you might be able to square your shin to the top of your mat. Cat and cow here. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, pull your heart forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. One more like this. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale back to neutral. Uncross your foot from your thigh and then extend your right leg back, toes pointing down, and really exaggerate this by pointing the pinky toe down towards the mat. Notice as you hold here, if your lower belly is dipping down and you're sinking into the shoulders, regain that firm foundation, navel drawing in and up, right hip drawing down in alignment with your left hip. Reach your left hand forward, arrow pose, breathe. Already starting to build a little bit of heat here. You got this. Might be a little shake. I'm shaking. That's okay. It means you're strong. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right foot down, so the leg is still extended back behind you. You're going to turn onto the sole of the foot, turn your left knee and turn your left toes to point over towards the left, and then lean onto your left hand, onto your left leg, reach your right hand into the air for a supported side plank. Maybe you look up towards your right thumb, if that's okay in your neck. Wherever you do choose to look, I want you to keep your gaze steady there. Make sure that it's something that's not moving. This will help with your balance as well. Feel all of the parts of you connected to your mat and use that connection to find a sense of balance here. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Turn on the left knee, right knee down, back into table where we started. Same thing on the other side. So draw the left knee forward, cross your ankle over your thigh, either parallel your left shin to the front of the mat or have that knee pointing at a diagonal. Cat and cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale to come to your neutral spine. You're going to uncross the left leg, extend that left leg back. Make sure that you're still strong in your tabletop pose, connected to core, left hip drawing down in alignment with the right hip. Inhale, arrow pose, right hand forward. Draw the ribs away from the mat. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand down, left toes down, turn onto the inside of your left foot, and then you're going to turn on the right knee to have kind of a kickstand here, and then reach your left hand into the air. Look towards your left thumb if that's okay with your neck. Wherever you look, keep that gaze steady. A couple more breaths. And exhale, look down towards your right hand. Bring the left hand down. Bring the left knee down. From here, we'll tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Our first downward facing dog. You can have a bend of the knees if this is your first downward dog of the day. You can alternate through the bend of the knees. From here, ground through your left foot, reach your right leg into the air, and step your right foot between your hands into a runner's lunge. From here, you could use your blocks underneath your hands just to bring the earth closer to you so that you're not straining too much in the shoulders. And then we're going to squeeze the inner thighs in towards one another, connecting to our core. Draw the navel in and up. Reach your arms forward and up, high lunge. So you might need to put a little bend in that back knee to be able to protect the lower back, to be able to keep your hips right underneath your shoulders here. We don't want to sway out through the lower back too much. That's going to bring us away from that core connection slightly. Take another breath in here. Feel strong in the legs. Start to send your upper body over your right thigh, and then you can bring your hands down to those blocks if you're using them. If they're not there, this is going to be a little bit different for you. You might bring your fingertips to the mat, walk your blocks or your hands slightly in front of your right foot, and then you're going to press off of that back foot, straighten the right leg, lift the left leg into the air, warrior three. So our hands are either down on the mat or they're on the blocks. You're going to think about bringing your left leg and your upper body into the same plane of alignment. Stay with your breath. I'm feeling this one right here with you. From here, draw the left knee in, press into your right leg, squeeze the legs together to help you come up to standing on one leg. If your left foot needed to come down, to help you come up. That's okay too. Whenever you get to upright, you're going to lift your left knee, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, standing pigeon. Hands can be at heart center. Sink into your hips, bend that right knee. Again, gazing at something in front of you that is not moving. Stay with your breath. One more breath in, smile. Exhale, press into your right foot, uncross your left ankle, left foot comes down. Mountain pose, wonderful job. Feel proud of yourself, even if you fell out of some of those poses. We're gonna take a flow to just kind of let go of anything that happened on that side, and then meet ourselves refreshed at the other side. Now, before we take this flow, just take care. If you have something on your mat that you were using underneath your knees before, it can stay there, but just be sure that you're aware of it as we step back into plank and downward dog and such. So from our mountain pose, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, release into your forward fold. Let go of any tension in your upper body. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat or to the blocks, and then you step 1 foot back at a time into your plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists, strong arms, strong back, strong legs. Everything is strong here. Take a breath in. Exhale, if you want to, you can lower your knees or you can have them lifted, lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift head and heart, maybe upward dog, straightening the arms, lifting the knees away. Exhale, and downward facing dog. Take a breath or so here. If child's pose sounds more appealing to you, you just lower the knees, sink the hips back. I'm going to take that option today. Balancing also requires some discernment. What is important? Are we taking on too much in certain areas of our life that distracts us from things that might be more nourishing? And we can start to put these ideas into practice on the mat. Alrighty, so if you're in child's pose like I am, inhale and look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, press into the tops of the feet, tuck the toes under, and then come into downward dog where we'll meet our friends that were here holding this beautiful downward dog position. This time, we're going to inhale, lift the left leg into the air. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Now, this is where we can use the blocks again, bringing the earth closer to us, having more connections to the earth so that we can find balance. Start to squeeze the inner thighs in towards one another, strong through the legs, strong through the connection through the feet. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, high lunge. Maybe a little bend in that back knee so that we're not swaying out in the lower back. Navel drawing in and up, pelvic floor is lifting, heart is lifting. One more breath in. Exhale, hands come down to those blocks again. Now, if you're not using them, remember you can have fingertips onto the mat, or maybe you do this without your hands. And then we're going to walk the blocks forward slightly, kick up off of that right foot, straighten out the left leg, lift your right heel up, pressing back through the heel, and try to bring your upper body in alignment with your right leg. Just like we practice in table, that right side toes are pointing down, reaching out to the crown of the head. And now we're going to draw the right knee in, press into the left foot, rise up, one-legged Tadasana. If you need to put the right foot down, that's okay. But then once you're upright, drawing the right knee in, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, hands at heart center, sink your hips back and down. Pigeon, standing pigeon. Strong left leg, you got this. Gazing at something that's not moving in front of you. Soften your breath. One more breath in. And exhale, press into the left leg, stand up straight, step the right foot down, back into mountain pose, release your hands. Notice how you feel. We'll take another little flow to rinse that off, and then we'll start to cool down our practice so you can move your blocks off to the side unless you like to use them in your vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward salute from mountain. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step one foot back at a time. Exhale, maybe lower the knees, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now from here again, let's lift the right leg into the air. Now exhale, pigeon pose, right knee behind the right wrist. Point the toes over towards the left. And then lower your left knee, walk it back. Let your hips be heavy. Try to find an even grounding point through both of your hips, even if that means that you have something under the hips to raise the earth up to you. You can stay with your hands onto the mat. You can use blocks underneath your forearms, or even just move them out of the way altogether. Lowering all the way down. Let the breath start to slow down naturally. Feel your heart. Feel into the hips, letting go of any tension there. Just a few more breaths in this pigeon. See if you can let go even more now. One more breath in and out. From here, let's reverse back into our downward dog. Come onto your hands, walk your left knee in, slide the right knee back, and then lift your hips up and back into downward dog. Our last little full body stretch here, reaching through the hands, reaching through the heels. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist, left toes point towards the right a little bit, and then you walk your right knee back. Let the hips be heavy, find that even grounding here. Maybe the blocks underneath your hands or your forearms, or you just melt right down. Let the head be heavy. Return to your breath. Taking our last couple of breath cycles. On your next inhale, you can start to lift your head, lift yourself onto your hands. To come out of this pigeon, you're just going to shift the hips over to the left and then swing the right leg around. Depending on which way you like to face on your mat, you might turn yourself around, and then we're going to lower down onto the back for one more pose before we take Shavasana or final resting pose. So once you come down onto your back, you're going to just draw the right knee in, extend the left leg long, open your right arm out to the side. You can hold on to your left shin, to your right shin or knee with your left hand, and guide your right leg across your body over to the left for a twist, making sure that you can still feel a connection to the earth through your right arm or even your right shoulder. Usually the shoulder will bubble up here, that's okay. Just trying to feel an opening through the right side of the chest as we cross the right leg over into a twist. A few more breaths here. One more breath in. Exhale, release back to center. With the right knee coming in, draw the left knee in and then extend the right leg, just switching it out. Open your left arm out, hold on to your left knee or shin with your right hand and guide your left leg across your body into a twist. So the left side of your chest is still facing up. All of your chest is really still facing up towards the ceiling, while the left hip tries to stack on top of your right. Few more breath cycles right here. Take one more breath. One more breath out too. Inhale, roll back through center. Let both of your feet come back down to the mat, or maybe you extend your legs out long. And Turkey decided to join us again here at the end. Shavasana is her favorite pose. And so from here, we'll just take a few minutes to integrate the practice. Let the energy that you have cultivated settle down. And you'll hear my voice whenever it's time to transition back up to a seat. Enjoy your rest. Remaining as you are, start to bring your awareness back to your breath. And start to wake your body up with little movement in the fingers and the toes. Let these movements become larger into the wrists, the ankles, arms, and legs. When you're ready, you can take one more big full body stretch. Breathe in. And exhale, soften and let go. In your own time, draw your knees into your body. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little bit side to side. Let this rocking motion land you over onto your right side. You can use your right arm like a pillow. Take a pause here. Notice how you feel. before coming up and taking a seat where I will meet you. And so whenever you arrive in your comfortable seat, soften your shoulders, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Notice if there's anything that came up for you in practice that you want to take with you into the rest of your day, any intention or insight. Similarly, if anything came up for you in your practice that you want to let go of, it's not serving you anymore, letting that go too. As you're ready, bring your palms together in front of your heart space, Anjali Mudra. We'll close by taking a breath in, sighing it out, and bow your head towards your hands. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that this practice has been effective and beneficial for you. I hope that it has served you well. And let me know how you enjoyed the practice down below. Enjoy the balance that you cultivated on your mat. Take it with you into the rest of your day, please. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Thank you. I'll see you on the mat next week. Namaste.